controversy about the Blaine, the old passenger terminal. And we want to get Amtrak stopped again so we can get on and off there. That's Burlington Northern Rail, that's Railhead. And I'm just looking at how much money would be spent by them, I suppose, in more than one rail bed, in between. Well, coming up through Ferndale and places like this.
Well, I've met with some of the railroad people and with the Cascadia Institute folks and others who are very big on passenger rail and mobility up and down. First of all, that's an issue that has to be vetted and examined through this 2-year process. Most of the country has one rail bed, and what they do is work with scheduling and sightings. Okay? And my understanding is the Custer area will have to be, there have to be some upgrades because that road bed probably isn't adequate. Also, this has the potential to remove some traffic going through Blaine by getting some of those cargoes that are moving through Blaine to take a left-hand turn at Cherry Point. And there's also some, what you'll have to look at is, the railroad will have to look at is the net effect, because there's cargo going through to Canada, which can be hopefully rerouted.
Right.
There's cargo going south out of BP, calcined coke, which is railed south to go shipped out through Longview. And it does take a genius to figure out that you might even be able to conveyor directly from BP over to this terminal. So there'd be an offset of some traffic there. Okay. And the other thing that I've learned about railroads is that, well, first of all, they don't like to promise anything ever, but they will invest where there's a business case to invest. In other words, if they see revenues, they will reinvest in their infrastructure. Remember Al Swift, our old pal? Yeah. Al used to say that passenger rail is in the slipstream of freight. That you first have to create freight capacity, and then passenger rail can take advantage of it. But you can't just build capacity just for passenger. And so, whenever you can do something that adds incentive to upgrade freight mobility, then passenger gets to take advantage of it. So those for Blaine, this actually might be helpful. This terminal in reducing some traffic. But I want to be very clear. This is an issue that's going to take a lot of examination in the next couple of years. So.
Yeah. Just to kind of clarify things, Thursday night, Bloc and Democrats is having a panel meeting. We're going to really discuss a lot more in depth, I think, on the railroad issues and some of these. Right. I just wanted Craig to kind of give us a brief overview, because some of us don't go to the central, and I thought they'd like to know about what we got potential for jobs.
And I watch your questions. And I watch because part of my job is to get those questions answered to the extent that we are ready to. So there's a number on the back. That phone number I don't think works yet, but there's an address and an email. And if you want to call me, I'll just give you my cell number.
I'd just like to say that when Warren Buffett bought BNSF, I think he was signaling the future of rail in the United States is where it has to go.
Yeah.
Because trucks no longer are good for the environment or what can we say, the road system.
He doesn't make very many bad calls either.
He's pretty good at it.
Yeah, he sure is. Okay, so I need to get out of your hair, Sherry, it looks like, but I'm happy. Here's my number. You ready? 714 7777. Guess what my lucky number is? 714 7777. And if you don't, if you know how to get a hold of Dave, he knows how to get a hold of me. I used to be CEO of a company. I used to run the Costco Food Pavilion chain, and we were driving to Seattle one day, Dave and I, about this project, meeting with state labor leaders, and Dave said, "I want you to pick me up." And I said, "Okay." I thought maybe he didn't drive or something. And so I picked him up and drove him, and then it was really clear he could drive, he just didn't feel like it. So I said, I've gone from being, when I got down gone from being CEO of a company to being a chauffeur for a labor group. And you know what he said?
Same thing I said, a lot of those people see that as a promotion.
Thank you very much. I